But maybe we have no questions, and I think you've summed everything up, and I see where the concerns are. In the first place, what I would say is that Tek is a business entity. What we are trying to do is to run the club as a business. That's how it should be. The modern way of managing clubs is not like before, when we use emotions and passions, and the fan base is there, and only the goodwill of the club. To be very honest with you, your question on Emma, I want to go very straight to the point. When we decided to buy a stake in this club, our thinking was that there was something that we were buying. It was the middle of negotiations and discussions that we got to know that there was not even a single player for the club. The BA, doesn't even own a single player. All the players they are using to play middle league and all that are something like collective friendship. I'm for the B into be on the coach team and now be on the club now the player now proswa no afem BAB kakra. That is what we came to meet. But still, because of the love and the decision to still make that investment, we decided I would go ahead. So that's number one. Number two, because we want to run it as a business, the most important thing is to leverage on the goodwill, which is the name. Because everywhere you go, you mention BA United, you see people's eyes open. People love the club. It's one of the oldest clubs. As Asamoah keeps on saying that it's the third biggest in terms of fan base. Names are data no use, but he's so passionate about it. He also have adopted it. And if he's wrong, I'm also wrong. And I want to believe that's the case. Because the person we even bought a bus from, the day he heard it was BA United, he reduced it. It was initially, I think it was about 112,000. That was the negotiated price. But later we got it for $70,000. Because he took me to his hall with my team to go and see that his father was part of the people from BA United.
Oh, okay.
And when the father died, it was the players of BA United that carried the father's coffin. He still has the pictures. Meanwhile, the father was a white man. He's called Giovanni. Apparently, Kwame Nkrumah brought him here, and he was the head of PW. So he used the PWD boys to start BA United. Little did I know that how can a white man have a stake in BA United? He's eager to be a part of the board that will constitute for this club. I'm giving you all these things for you to realize that a lot of consultations that are going on to ensure that we bring the rebirth of the club becomes so that it can withstand the turbulence in the football world right now. That is why we called for this meeting. So that one way or the other, we can be at the same page or the same wavelength with all those who are so passionate about this club. The way we want to run the club, you don't expect the club in the Premier League within the next maybe 2-3 years, no. Because right now, if you come to me and you tell me that we should do any ways and means to get to Premier League, which players are we going to play the league with? Then we do those things here, and then you get to the top there. What are you going to do there? I don't believe in that concept. My concept is that we build a club, we take our time, we build the structures. And that is why we got to the secretariat. Very soon it will get functioning. That is why we've invested in the bus. That is why we've dedicated an accommodation for the players. So, as a business person, if we make that investment, and should anything happen and we decide to let it go, we are selling our interest to somebody else. If you are not able to sell it, we require all our investment. That is what we are asking, whether if we've made any investment, because whatever money we're putting in there, we are keeping stock of that investment. Those that the players have eaten and things, those ones there, we take it like it's a loss. But the fiscal ones that we can use to recoup some aspect of the capital we've invested, we'll recoup it. But I pray we don't get to that level. The kind of support we need from you, the media, from you, the supporters, for you to support the team whichever way possible. We know we are good to go. Because as far as we are concerned, as a business person, I don't want to put in capital and lose that capital. Yes. No. For the first time in the history of this club, even when we did not have players, we were able to bring scouts from Germany, Portugal, and France, out of which I think 3 players were selected. As we speak, the month of July, we're supposed to travel with a team to do what we call trial with Chelsea and FC Porto and someone which other club? Dortmund. But that meant that we have to cough up all that money. They were charging us per head about 3,500 euros for 3 weeks to host the team in Germany, in England, then in Spain. But then we have to put that on hold because apart from these 3 players, the scouts were interested in. The rest of the players, meaning someone there, particularly your captain. The second ball, no, answer another. What do you call it? Why number 3 also? We're in a very classical state. We need to be careful, build the team, and let the team play the kind of football we all want to see. Yes, I've told team you see, we've gone to where? Navrongo. Where do Kwame Danso, Atebubu, all those places, Yakobo trials. Sir, yes, selected. All the coast team, the colleges that they played here. They are scouts. We have scouts in Accra that we are paying all over. There's a coach we've spoken to in Morocco. We are trying to bring down. I said that's not enough. And I think most of you read the Daily Graphic, the publication. That was when? Last week. And so far we've had about 11, 12 experienced coaches who have applied. Eventually we'll set a team together to do the interviews for us to select. If the coach is coming, you are looking at a vehicle for the coach, you are looking at accommodation for the coach, you are looking at all those aspects. So I told them, this is not a time for us to do fanfare and showcase ourselves. But it's about time for us to sit back and do the actual hard work. So that by the time the team comes out, it comes out as beautiful as all of us want. I was born in Dubai. I schooled here. Maybe it's Susek. It's at Meko University outside. It's at back. And we've all loved BA since we were born. And I'm not in a hurry. My problem the people affiliated to the club. Everybody is in a hurry. No, be a place in Division 2. We want to be in Division 1 by 2025. We want to get to Premier League by next year and stuff like that. I look at that and I said, no. If you don't put the structures well, a bad problem am I in? A very serious problem am I in? These players, as we speak, 3 years at least on bar trial and we are feeding them, we are accommodating them, we are paying them at the end of the month. Once we try to scout and get other players, imitating their ability, and we should have at least close to 37 players of different ages to feed the club. Right now, we are looking at having a senior team. We are looking at having an under 19. We are looking at having an under 17. So that at the end of the day, we know, say, intermittently, we can feed the senior team, say a top player B, and I say Obi Pra, Obi retire, whatever happens, we'll be able to feed the team consistently. So these are the plans that we have. Now, in terms of ownership, I think that has been one of the key issues that all of you have been asking about.